What's a design choice or costume that horror movies do that you just don't find scary at all?
Do dolls count as a design choice or costume? Then dolls. I just cannot take dolls seriously as a horror movie. No offense to Chucky fans. I know I'm looking at one right now.
Okay, no offense taken.
But
Staring daggers at you.
I just don't get it. I never, like Annabelle, right? I just never find it scary. So
Even though you love Annabelle 2 or whatever.
Origins, Creations, whatever. Yeah, but she's like barely in it. It's mostly about some sort of hulking demon creature.
Anything that's kickable loses a little bit of the fear factor.
And like whenever they try to do a physical fight, it always just looks hilarious. It's because they're so small. Like I guess if it was a life-size doll, but knee-high things just don't scare me.
What if it was a sex doll?
I mean, I guess that'd be person size, so that would be like, more scary.
Okay. I'm with you on that one.
I thought long and hard about this. The foreboding, creepy kid singing. I can always do without that la la la. That just never does anything for me, and it's been ruined to the point where when I watch like Nightmare on Elm Street movies where it's all like 1, 2, Freddy's coming. Even that now I'm just like that was completely cool and okay back then, but like now I'm just like ugh. Here we go.
I get it.
So there's a couple other things, but I'd say that's the one thing that anytime that happens, I'm just completely like, I check out.
Yeah, creepy kids in general. I guess that falls with the knee-high thing.
They're kickable.
Yeah.
For me, it's actually clowns. Anytime I see a new clown movie pop up, I'm like, it's going to be dumb. I don't like clowns. I mean, I have no fear of them like you guys do.
I'm not a big fan, but after watching Clown, I think all clown movies now are done.
You mean it can't get any better than that?
Yeah, that peaked.
Dude, Clown was such a good fucking movie.
And I was going to say, this year has proven me wrong in particular because we've seen now, in my opinion, 2 really good clown movies.
Yeah.
I avoided Terrifier for the longest time because it was just a picture of that dude's face. And I was like, that's probably going to be real dumb. And I don't want to see it. Well, turns out I actually really liked the movie that we're going to talk about.
Nice. Yeah. I really like Terrifier as well, but the thing about it is if he wasn't a clown, it wouldn't have changed the movie at all.
No, not particularly.
Yeah, that's the only thing about it. Like, all right, I get it. It added a little bit of weirdness, but he could have not been a clown and it could have been the same movie. Unlike aforementioned Clown, which was pretty pivotal to its clowniness.
Hey, all you creatures from cyberspace. Thanks for joining us on another episode of the GraveTalk podcast. My name is Mark, again joined by Garrett and John. How we doing today, fellas?
How we doing today, fellas?
I'm okay.
Cool.
It's another day.
It is indeed another day.
Yeah.
That's how time works.
There'll be another one tomorrow. So
every day we get a little closer to death. Welcome back to the GraveTalk podcast.
Good. Wow. Just existential dread. You know, the standard.
The huge. What have you guys been up to since last time?
I watched the Addams Family movie, the new one, the cartoon, animated. Are they still called cartoons?
No.
Animated film.
Animated film. Wow.
Show some goddamn respect.
So I watched the Addams Family animated film.
Thank you.
It was fine. It was definitely for children, which, I mean, it didn't hide that that's what it was for. But it was fun. It was always fun to revisit the Addams Family. I think they did an all right job. I liked, the artwork and everything. So
was that one you were looking forward to, or was that just I got some time, I'm gonna go see a movie?
I just had some time, and the other option was Countdown, and I would rather not see anything than see Countdown. So I went with that movie.
Cool.
Is there a particular new storyline to this, or is it just like a rehash of what we've already seen with the Addams Family?
I mean, in broad strokes, they get, obviously pushed out of Europe. They come to America. They get the house. They, the whole sort of backstory. And
the American dream.
Yeah.
So it's a new introduction to them, origin type thing.
Yeah, and then like a new subdivision moves in that's based on all those like HGN home improvement shows. Mm-hmm. And then it's like they want to interact with the Addams Family and make their house all pink and beautiful, and the struggle there, and things like that. It's pretty paint by numbers, but
that's pretty old hat.
Yeah, but
like, look at the creepy family that moved in.
Exactly.
The Munsters did it too. That was the whole Munster shtick. Was like, hey, they're normal. They just look weird.
Addams Family or Munsters? Who do you go with?
Munsters.
Oh man, I've never thought about it. I guess if Addams Family, I guess. Yeah.
I'm going Munsters.
All right.
No way, dude. Herman is such a likable Frankenstein's monster. Like, he sells that.
I know, but the Addams Family theme
And Grandpa,
slaps.
dude.
Grandpa's so much cooler than Fester.
Dude, I would take the Munsters theme over the Addams Family
I can't
theme
even
any
think
day.
of the monsters.
No,
I'll take the Addams Family one. I'm an Addams theme slaps.
That was pitch perfect, by the way.
I mean-
that was
Well done.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You may need to take some music classes, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, dude, Grandpa Munster, Eddie Munster. It was so fun because they had the beautiful blonde was the one that thought she was the ugly one of the family, and that was
Yeah.
great.
They're both great.
Like the rest of y'all. And
Yeah.
it was just like, girl, you got it going on.
I'm not here to belittle the monsters. I also greatly love that. But I guess if I had to pick, I don't know. Just
it's more like
Addams
who would you
Family.
like to hang out with?
Yeah, I think I'd like the Addams Family. You know.
Well, it's okay. It's all right to have that opinion. I'll allow it.
Oh well, thank God.
Ooh, you have the blessing.
Yeah.
You've been blessed. I picked up the Godzilla Criterion Collection, 15
Yes, you
movies.
did. We
Yes.
saw that on the Instagram, and that is a beast.
It is a gigantic book that does not fit on any shelf, but I'm okay with it. I just got to figure out where to put it.
It's its own shelf, just mounted to the wall.
Yeah, right. All my DVDs and Blu-rays will rest on top of Godzilla. I had been prepping myself for this. I watched the original Mothra. I'd never seen the standalone Mothra film. I did enjoy that one. And then I got into Mothra Rebirth, which came out in the 90s, 1996 to be exact. It is a terrible fucking movie.
Oh,
So I'm here to tell you, do not watch the Mothra Rebirth trilogy. It is hammy. The visuals is like blue screen where they have like a tiny moth with the two little girls on it, like flying around. It's nonsense. It's nonstop nonsense. They bring out a new 3-headed Ghidorah, but he's not the same one. He's a different one. He's called like Desi Ghidra or something like that.
Okay.
And it's like in fashion, like what Mothra always does, the original dies, and then we bring in the caterpillar version and we watch that one grow up. And it's got like Dragon Ball Z level powers that I've never seen before on a moth.
yeah. Does it go over 9,000?
Dude, it goes over 9,000 for sure. She's like blasting laser beams from the sky like there's some sort of satellite cannon shooting down on the monster. She's like laser beaming like 18 beams out of her face. I'm like, what is happening right now? I was never told about this Mothra power set. But it's the first of a trilogy, and I'm not going to watch the rest of them. I'm going
What?
to get straight into the Godzillas instead.
Okay.
I'm primed, but I'm ready to go. The biggest gripe I have about this Criterion collection is 1 week after I purchased it, they dropped the price by $50.
Yeah. Never pre-order.
What?
Yeah, it went from 164 to 112 in 1 week, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Did you? Did you go? I assume you got it through Amazon. 'Cause,
I did.
Yeah. Did you like see if they'll correct it
I'm just not even going to bother at this
for
point.
$50?
They would correct that, I think. I
Yeah.
think they have like a price guarantee thing.
Yeah, but that's like before it comes out. I don't know if they can do any like price control
Well, worst they
after
can
you
say
already
is
have
no.
the product in your hand.
Worst case scenario, they can give you like a small coupon code for your next purchase on Amazon. You know you're going to buy more shit, Mark.
I mean, it's true.
So
I bought a record last night. Yeah, okay. Maybe I will just
Yeah.
go ahead and see what I can get out of it. But anyway, that's a lesson in not pre-ordering anything ever.
yeah, which is a good life lesson. Once they have your money, they don't care about you.
Very true. Well, did you want to talk about any news? We just watched the Nicolas Cage movie coming out, some H.P. Lovecraft story.
That seems like it'll be interesting. I love, the Lovecraft universe. It's awesome, the stuff that he created, but man, it's a tough job separating the art from the artist.
Right. So this one's called Color Out of Space, and it's being brought to us by Richard Stanley. Richard Stanley did one called Hardware and Dust Devil, and I feel like I've heard of Hardware, but I haven't seen it.
Nobody really likes home appliance names.
Sure does. The next one's called Whirlpool. Yeah. So what did you guys think of the trailer?
Looks good.
Yeah, it looked pretty interesting.
It seems like we might get a muted Cage versus like his
Oh,
Mandy role.
no, sir.
They're
I don't know
holding
if you
Cage
saw that
back.
I don't know if you saw that trailer or not, but there's always like, I don't know what I believe anymore. Like, and it's like, oh, we're about to see a freak out of monumental proportions as soon as this camera continues to roll.
Yeah, I think he was tame in the trailer because they don't want to scare you away with full Cage.
Okay, fair enough. Does you think he has to go through this metamorphosis in every movie now? It's like, dude, we're hiring you to go fucking nuts.
Yeah, you don't hire Cage to not get Cage. Like, you don't Cage, okay?
My favorite part of the trailer is like when it's obviously showing the color magenta purple. He's like, it's a color I've never seen before. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, what?
well,
Well,
he
he-
is colorblind.
No, he isn't.
No.
He had the like 6-pack rose art color, and that was it. If it wasn't, red, green, blue, yellow, brown, black, white, he's never seen it before.
I think he just got all of them. Yeah, that checks out.
Thank you. I'm a professional color namer. I don't name colors.
You may want to think of a better title if that's what you're going to go with your profession.
I'm here to recite the name of colors, not name my own job.
I'm not familiar with a lot of H.P. Lovecraft outside of the obvious Cthulhu.
Yeah.
So Color Out of Space, I think, might be based on a short story of some kind.
Definitely. Most of these things are short stories. Yeah, I have a couple of H.P. Lovecraft collections. I mean, excellent writer. He comes up with all these great ideas. He obviously invented essentially cosmic horror, so all that's awesome.
The description says it's after a meteorite lands in a front yard of their farm, Nathan Gardner, played by Cage, and his family find themselves battling a mutant extraterrestrial organism as it infects their minds and bodies, transforming their quiet rural life into a technicolor nightmare.
Sign me up.
You're not putting the word Technicolor Nightmare and Cage in the same concept and not having him freak out. I don't know where you think that he's going to be muted and toned down.
I will like John said in the trailer, he seemed like the caring father. It seemed like a more muted role than I would expect from him, like a Mandy.
But I believe it's coming. I think that was just trailer 1. I don't think that's how he's going to be the whole movie.
Well, I think we all want him to go to level 12.
Definitely, at least.
We'll get that. Also, Tommy Chong in this.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see him in this.
It's a surprise Tommy Chong. All right. Let's see if there's a surprise Cheech in there, too.
Oh, man. That'd be cool. Hey, I'm the alien.
Yeah. That's the alien. Exactly. Way to spoil it, Mark.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, this one's coming out January 24th, 2020, so it's just around the corner.
Yeah. I do feel obligated to say that H.P. Lovecraft is so racist, he was considered racist in his own time. So be aware of that other racist people asked H.P. Lovecraft to tone down his racism.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure society right now is going to be like, we should take out all that crazy shit. If it's
I'm sure they will.
Let's cut it out.
I feel like time has helped us push that to the side.
But
him.
Yeah, and also I don't feel bad supporting H.P. Lovecraft because he's been dead for like 80,000 years. So none of this money's going into his own pocket. It's all public domain, actually, I think now anyway. So
I think a lot of his stuff is, though, isn't it?
It's public domain already. Yeah. So fine with that. But it does, for those who don't know, go look it up. It's disturbing. Or don't and just, be happy. Yeah, it's an option as well.
There's enough bullshit in life right now. Don't bog yourself down with more garbage. Just, it's gone. There's a lot of good movies that look like they're coming out, but nothing really horror related. Did you guys see The Lighthouse?
I did.
Okay, I think you mentioned that on a previous episode.
I really enjoyed my time with that one.
Okay.
Did you end up seeing it?
I think I'm going to go see it.
Okay.
The more I see it, the more I hear about it, I'm kind of like, this seems like it's going to be weird, but not like overly hard for me to. It's not going to be an Ari Aster film, so
it's a slow build up to a crescendo that goes off the rails.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that Clue knockoff movie that's in front of every
Knives
movie?
Out.
Oh, I can't wait for that one to come out.
That's out this weekend.
Just so that the trailers will stop being in front of every movie.
I think they put $100 billion into the marketing campaign because I've seen that trailer 37,000 times.
And I do want to see the movie, but God, that trailer, every time it comes on now, I'm just like, oh, this again.
It's getting to the point where I've been bombarded with the trailer so many times, I'm starting not to want to see it.
Yeah,
that was the same thing with Kingsman. Remember Kingsman?
Yeah.
Yes.
The second Kingsman, they had the trailer in front of everything.
I'm getting burnt out before the movie even came out.
Right. I'm just going to go to Wikipedia and be like, oh, he done it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today we're talking about The Terrifier from 2016. This one was written and directed by Damien Leone. Stars Jenna Cannell as Tara Hayes, Samantha Scafidi as Victoria Hayes, David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown, Catherine Corcoran as Dawn, Puya Mosini as Cat Lady, Matt McAllister as Mike the Exterminator, Kate McGuire as Monica Brown, Gino Caffarelli as Stephen, Corey Duvall as Coroner, and Michael Levy as Will the Exterminator.
I did not realize so many characters were in this movie.
Oh, they're in this movie.
This one's sitting at a 67% on Rotten Tomatoes out of 12 reviews with the critics. 54% of the audience liked it out of 717.
Wow, I thought it'd be way higher.
Here's what the back of the DVD has to say about Terrifier. A maniacal clown named Art terrorizes 3 young women on Halloween night and everyone else who stands in his way.
The end?
The end.
Now that is how you write the back of the box, people. Holy crap. Short, succinct, to the point.
Joe Blow says, a thrilling, brutal, gory 80s throwback.
There cannot be someone named Joe Blow out there.
It's like, I think it's like
website or
JoBlo.com.
Oh, jeez.
Up there with Freddy, Jason, and Jigsaw, says Starburst.
Oh, Starburst, you're wrong.
Yeah, all right. Pump the brakes, Starburst. I like this movie, but...
So this movie was actually recommended by one of our listeners. They reached out to us on Twitter and said, hey, I wonder what you guys would think of Terrifier. So I do want to encourage any other listener out there, if you have a recommendation for us, let us know. We're going to try to squeeze as many in as we can in our already expanded 800 movie list. But we definitely want to do some ones you guys want to hear. So please keep the suggestions coming. We're open to them. What were some other ones we got recommended recently?
Burning.
The Burning, which
yeah.
I think is a Cabin in the Woods movie, if I'm not mistaken.
It seems that way, yes.
I think it was on In Search of Darkness. It was one of the ones talked about.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep them coming. We want to know what you guys want to hear, so let us know. Terrifier, like I said at the top of this episode, I was like, every time I saw the clown on the box, I was like, that's going to be real dumb. I'm not going to watch it. Well, I'm here to say that I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. I had zero expectations of it, and it turned out to be a really gory, like, slasher.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't really know what to expect of it up front, other than there's got to be a clown in it.
Loved it. Thought it was excellent film. All right, film's a strong word. Thought it was an excellent movie.
What did you think of the design choice of the clown?
It was interesting. It's more mimey than clown. It was Art the Mime might have been a better name, but it was fine. Normally when I think clown, I think more color, but it was all right.
I think he did, the actor David Howard Thornton did a really good job of being creepy, though.
Yes, absolutely.
I was told if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Ooh.
Well, that's not why we have a podcast.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm joking. It wasn't that. I just did not enjoy this movie, and I think I know why I didn't enjoy this movie. And I actually did research on this to find out if I was right. I was like, this would be an amazing short film. And it didn't I didn't feel like it had the meat to go a full-length feature. And I found out this was a short film. It was part of like an anthology or something like that.
The character of Art the Clown appears in a anthology series called All Hallows Eve, but this story is wholly original. It's not the same story fleshed out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, like Art the Clown. First off, Art the Clown. The name just doesn't inspire fear of any kind, but I guess that's the point. But
all the good clown names are taken. For evidence of that, listeners, I refer you to our clown episode where we listed clown names for like an hour and a half. So.
Yes. The makeup, the guy who played the clown, the actor who played the clown, did a great job. Like he was creepy as fuck. Like no doubt. Like the look of him, the way he acted, he was way more slapsticky than when he first shows up in the movie. He's very like subdued and serious looking and kind of creepy, like brooding. You're like, oh man, what is up with this clown? And then at some point he's just like, let's just go balls to the wall slapstick with it. And it's like,
well, I think as he gets in his element, and he's like, all right, I'm killing. I love this shit. He lets loose. Lets his hair down.
It was such a weird transition that like I was like, why do we need to suddenly? But he looked creepy. I really appreciated that.
I took away as like he's playing with his food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's here to torment you before he fucks you up.
Yeah, and that definitely is what happened. I mean, again, it works. I just didn't. And the thing is, I've as we've done this podcast, and just as I've gotten older and like watch stuff and like see how people enjoy things, I try not to just shit on things just because. And the thing is just because I didn't enjoy this movie, I wouldn't be like, this is a garbage film. Like, like no one should watch this movie.
Right.
I won't say that. It just did nothing for me. And I know the two reasons why. Number one, there was no character arc to any person in this movie. No one had a single character arc in the entire movie, so I didn't give two shits about anybody. Like, and that was I think the biggest problem is I had no connection to anything.
Well, one person had an arc. It was not a very nice arc for them.
Well, one person had an event. They didn't have an arc. They didn't learn. They didn't develop. They didn't change.
They devolved. They had a reverse arc.
Yes, in a way, and we'll get into that. But like that was my biggest problem with the movie is I could not connect or relate or understand motivations or anything of a single person in this movie. I guess I was supposed to be entertained by the overly gory violence. I was like, that doesn't thrill me.
I agree. Thrill me. I agree that the main lady who sort of lady is definitely a stretch. The main girl who incites this whole event. I didn't understand her motivation of fucking with this obviously demented clown. But once everyone gets trapped in the building, their motivation is get out of the building.
Yeah, it is like the goal, but again, I don't know why I'm supposed to. Every choice is just like, okay. Like, I just watched a series of events. I had no connection to it. And for an hour and a half or hour, whatever it is.
Yeah, it didn't quite make an hour and a half somehow, but
it was pretty close to that. But like, I just was like, let's go. That doesn't mean that no one should like it. It doesn't mean that I'm like, if you liked it, you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, for me, there was nothing to grab onto. There was no meat.
I didn't need any meat. I was happy watching the events play out. I didn't need to grasp any, connection to these characters. They were literally just trying to escape a building.
Or cannon fodder.
Yeah. So it's just more, how is this clown going to like do his evil?
But why was this clown doing anything? What was the reason this clown was doing anything?
Evil. Don't need those answers, honestly. Yeah. Like, I didn't need any of that from this movie.
I need motivation of some kind. I may not need the answer. I don't need the origin story. But
some people just like to watch the world burn.
Oh, fucking John. Here we go. But no, like that was kind of my thing, is like, I was like, why is anybody doing anything? And the only point, like, I was like, oh, well, they're trying to get out of this building. But again, why would you ever go in this building?
She need to take a piss, dude.
Yeah.
No.
She said so.
Yeah. She's terrified. You're terrified of a murderous clown around you. You don't be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go inside this random ass building.
I think that's exactly what you do.
Just fucking sit in your car and chill.
She saw a man outside, like in a work jumpsuit. She's like, hey, man, is there a bathroom in there? He's like, yeah, come on, go in. Like,
yeah, that made sense.
He wasn't
to me.
The killer.
And kudos to her for trusting a random stranger in a building that looked like it should be condemned, who is in a fucking like work overall uniform, and going like, hey, I trust you all of a sudden. Let me into this building, just me and you. Like, again, there's so many choices.
Well, she
made
knew
that
her friend knew where she was.
Oh, yeah, you can really trust Dawn. She's proven to us that she is garbage town.
I'm not saying they're making good choices, but I understand their choices.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, it felt like someone had a list of kills and they wanted to make a movie around them.
Sometimes that works.
And yes, and you know what? Absolutely. This was an Indiegogo campaign. Someone said, damn it, I want to make a horror film. I want to make these things that I've thought of pop on screen. And they said, what do? I'm going to take a clown outfit. I'm going to throw some stuff on screen. I'm going to make this happen. And good for them.
If the gore doesn't entertain you, then this isn't
right.
something for you. Then
yeah, there's no like substance to this movie, right? This is a dessert movie. There's no story. There's no meat and potatoes.
And that's like, what I missed out of it. And then again, that's why I say I'm not trying not to like bash it. I'm just saying, like, for me, there was nothing to eat here. It was just kind of like eye candy. And for me, watching what I watched, some of the kills, it serves a purpose in plot, but by itself, I just don't get off on like watching like just like, oh, that was super crazy and gory. I'm just like, does it serve a purpose in the plot is really what I kind of came at it from.
I thought a lot of the kills and mutilations were inventive. And that's why I was like, oh, damn, I ain't seen that before.
Yeah.
So that's what was keeping me entertained.
There's one in particular that I'm just like, I don't ever need to see that again.
There's two in particular that were like, holy shit.
Well, one, I was like, I don't think the human body does that, but we'll get there.
So it's Halloween, and we've got two girls that are drunk. I'm sorry, let's back up. The movie opens up with a TV set, and there's someone being interviewed who's been horrifically mutilated.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is this? And I originally thought, because I'd known that this had come from a short anthology, or at least this character of the Terrifier, I was like, should I have watched that before? Because I feel like I'm being thrown into something that I should know about.
That was literally my first note is this a sequel? Like, I didn't know it came from an anthology. I just was confused.
Yeah. And I actually messaged a friend of the podcast, Richard, who went with us to Frightmare. I was like, dude, should I have watched this other one first? He's like, no, you're good. Just keep going. I was like, all right, cool. He actually has a Terrifier costume that he's going to wear for Halloween.
Oh.
He showed me a picture. I was like, nice.
Well,
cool.
I assume that he wore for Halloween.
Well, he's saving it.
Oh, next Halloween.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe he got it on discount or something, Halloween sale, after Halloween sale.
Mad props. That's how to do it. If you're paying full price for a Halloween costume.
But at any rate.
Noob.
Yeah, right. But at any rate, this is a bookend, right? Kind of like Night of the Demons had the old man in the front and the end.
Right.
This is kind of that same idea, but it actually plays a more important role of the story. So it's a news anchor or a television show hostess interviewing this woman who's been brutally mutilated, and she's all scarred up. And I don't really remember the contents of the conversation.
It was just about, do you think Art the Clown is dead? They said that his body wasn't, recovered or whatever. And then she's like, no, Art the Clown is dead. I saw him die. That's like the news anchor's just being a real tool, poking, trying to get an emotional reaction. And, the lady is just trying to hold it all together.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the news anchor goes into her makeup room and she's talking on the telephone to somebody who's like, I'm going to be big. This is going to blow me up. This is the story I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I didn't get
And
that.
she's being, because it's so edgy and so like, oh my God, did you see what, I saw? Like, she's like, this is so crazy and weird and gross, and like how she's describing it and stuff like that this is going to go viral more or less is what she's kind of playing it off as.
It's her hope.
But she is being a raging monster of an ass about this woman who went through a horrific event, has been brutally mutilated. And she's like, you think she was scary on screen? Try sitting next to her. Oh my God. Like just being, I was sitting there going like immediately out the gate. I was like, I hate you. Like,
Right.
I hate whoever you are already.
She was so over the top that you knew right away she was going to die. She was even like, if I ever look like that, make sure to kill me, please. And I was
She's
like,
like, you think I'm joking?
Yeah.
I'll do it myself. And I was like, you are a horrible person.
And she gets it right
Yeah.
after uttering those lines. The mutilated faced woman comes in and just gets her.
it's
Gouges her eyes out
Brutal.
with her fingers, and you see it. This movie does not shy away from showing the gore.
no, there's like, and I think this intro does a good job of telling you what this movie is going to be. It is all text. There is no subtext. It is not coy. You're just going to see horrible people, or in some cases, not so horrible people, be brutally massacred in sequence.
Yes, as they're introduced.
Hello, you're up next.
You walk in, Art gives you a number, sit down, he'll call you up in a minute.
So as the credits are playing out, we're watching somebody get dressed up as a clown, right? I think they put a rubber nose on, then he starts painting his face white. And I
Well, no,
guess
he has a bag that he puts over his head, and he paints that white, doesn't he?
to kind of match the skin tone.
Yeah,
so
it's
all
really
one color.
weird. It was a very kind of like credits montage. You watch this clown getting his torture accoutrement together. He makes some crazy stuff. He's got some crazy things with them. And you're like, oh, okay, we're going to see all this, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's got a sack of items that he's all loading up, his weaponry and, his tools of murder. As this movie started playing out, it felt 3 clicks above super low budget. Like,
Yeah.
there's certain films, like, you watch them and you're like, oh, this was shot on a budget. Like, the style of filming or, like, the quality of picture, you know what I mean? It didn't
Yeah.
have the cinematic big budget filter.
There were like no locations. The whole movie takes place in like 3 places, right? Like a car, a pizza place, an abandoned building. That's it. Like,
So I don't know if it's just my particular taste in film, but once I start to see this quality of film, it's got to grab me fast, or I'm going to start falling off like the low budget train, if you will. It's
I agree.
Okay. But luckily it did pretty damn quick, because we get 2 girls, Dawn and Tara. Dawn and Tara are arguing, and they're dressed up, walking down the street, clearly been at a party, drunk, and
I didn't know it was Halloween until they actually said it was Halloween, because I was like, I mean, clearly they're dressed up,
Right.
and I was like, you could make the leap, but like nothing was decorated for Halloween decorations. It was just a normal street, and I was like, oh, I guess it's Halloween.
yeah, it was just outside the director's house. That was where his regular street.
How do we justify putting these people in costume? Call it Halloween.
there, got it.
Well,
the
they
third time.
established that Dawn's the quote unquote slut, because she's like, did you give that drunk creepy guy your number? She's like, yeah, you're jealous, aren't you? And it was like, oh, and then like you see them stumble, and that's when they argue over getting in the car. And I was like, I already can't stand you characters. Like, I already am not involved with you.
I really had no problem with Tara.
No, yeah,
The other one was clearly drunk and obnoxious.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Sure.
Tara drinking too?
yeah,
couldn't
but she was
think of
fine.
it.
She was just
She was-
a normal person. She's like, look, don't
I thought
drive.
she was like, let me drive. And I was like, you also have been drinking. I was like, don't do this.
Well, she was about to drive the car, and then they look down the street and they see the clown.
Yeah.
And he's just staring at him. And
oh,
they're-
that was creepy as hell.
Yeah,
That was
and-
really well creeped.
And Don's like, egging him on and talking shit.
I didn't understand that part at all. That, to your point, Garrett, that didn't feel like a natural human reaction that anyone, especially, two women
I don't want to
would
speak
have.
for women. I
Yes.
don't want to speak for women, okay? But from the information I've gathered is two women on the street by themselves see a creepy dude dressed as a clown standing in the shadows. They usually don't immediately start taunting and flirting with him. Like my experience has said that's not their go-to response. Women, correct me if I'm wrong, please.
If it was April 2nd and they saw a man dressed in a clown outfit down the street, they probably wouldn't have shouted at him, but it was Halloween.
Yeah,
so,
but still,
but again, I know this is a trope, right? This happens in a lot of movies. We're going to egg on the villain who's actually, they don't know he's the villain yet, right?
And honestly, like that part where I was like, man, she's being really stupid. But I did just sort of chalk it up to, a horror movie mentality. And maybe she's, young and drunk and fine. What happens next, though, I'm like, no human being would ever react this
In the
way.
pizza parlor thing? Oh, yeah. So let's get... So
they get creeped out by the clown and they go, let's go get some pizza and wait a while. You sober up a little more. We'll hang out. Maybe, something will go away.
Good plan.
So they go sit down and they're ordering their food and they're talking about whatever the hell they talk about.
Yeah, just generic conversation.
And the clown shows up and he's sitting right next to him, staring daggers at him.
Yeah.
Being ultra creepy.
And this is when Dawn's bright idea is like to egg him on some more. Then she goes and sits on his lap and takes selfies with him. And it's like, okay, no one's doing this. This is not a real life behavior.
Because Tara's like clearly bothered by this dude. Like
She's
clearly
reacting.
like this is, and Dawn's kind of like just doing this to kind of make her see like, oh, you're overreacting. This guy's harmless. But there is nothing harmless looking about this dude. Like he may be harmless, but if you look at a guy and he's like staring at you like he wants to eat your face off and then like does that creepy blood mouth smile, guess what? Just drop it.
How do you know he's harmless? She is basing that on no information at all. He's walking around with a fucking garbage bag. So for all she knows, it could be just some sort of weird homeless killer.
Yeah.
So she just, she sits on his
I thought she was
lap
taking his selfies to be like, we have picture evidence of who this person is in case he does anything. But no, that's not what she was doing. She was like, I'm just going to go fuck with him. And it was like, oh, you dummy.
I think the movie wants us to accept the in-universe reason is that because it's Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's dressed up. Everybody could be acting creepy, right? Staying in character, whatever. So that's drunk Dawn is just like, whatever. I'm going to go show this guy what's what. I'm going to go fuck with him a little bit.
Ooh, Dawn, big balls on Dawn.
And Steve, the pizza shop owner, and his buddy who are working there walk up, hand the slices to the girls, and they're like, hey, are you guys okay? Do you want me to like deal with this? And Tara's about to be like, maybe. And then Dawn's like, no, we're fine. He's cool. Don't sweat it. And then
I do like the scene where Steve goes up to the Terrifier, is like, what do you want, buddy? Hey, hello.
Yeah.
You want anything to eat? God, I can't even with this guy. And like walks off.
hand clap, walks away.
Yeah. So the Terrifier at some point just gets up and goes to the bathroom.
Terrifier, you mean Art?
Sure. Well, who's the Terrifier then if it's not him?
I want to call him by his stupid name, Art. Oh, it's too plain to me.
Well, he spells his name in the bathroom with some shit.
Oh, it's so gross. And there's blood everywhere.
Well, because you don't know. But yeah, like he gets up, gives Tara a little fake ring, and then goes to the bathroom. And then Steve is like, get the fuck out of my business, blah, blah, and throws him out. And then grabs his bag, which I imagine has all his murder weapons in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
When you pick up a bag and you hear clanging of like murder weapons and stuff, you got to be like, what the fuck is in this bag?
Well, he's probably like, I don't want this in my store.
Yeah.
Take your shit. Get out of here.
And he throws it at Art, and Art takes it and walks off and waves, and his hand like looks dirty. And I was like, oh no, did he rub shit all over everything? And my roommate was like, I don't know. He's just probably a dirty clown. And then, boom, we cut to a scene where they're scrubbing shit off the walls.
Yeah, he's like, oh, real good idea, Steve. Get the guy that handles the food to clean the shit.
That was a great line.
Yeah, he's right.
I better be getting time and a half for this. And I was like, that's fair.
Yeah.
But just to address the ring you brought up, Art steals a quarter off of the table that was left for someone else's tip, and he puts it into one of those machines, right? The little toy machines. Mm-hmm. I really thought the ring was going to have more of an impact on the story, but it really doesn't.
No.
Well, like, here's a ring.
Again, I was like, oh, is this like some like weird marriage subplot? Is this like he's obsessed with Tara? Like, no, there's no reason for anything other than the fact that he just needs to do some stuff tonight.
Yeah. I really felt for the guy who had to clean up all that shit because I worked as a movie theater usher for a long time. You'd be surprised at the number of people who shit on walls.
What?
No.
You'd think it would be
He's
zero.
right.
It is not. It is far greater than a non. Like it's at least once a month there'd be a
I've
shit
seen
incident.
like on like toilet seats and stuff,
No.
but on walls?
Walls, urinals, drains, wherever they could put their ass, their shit.
That's so gross.
John is correct. My first job was working at a gas station, and those bathrooms would there'd be like wiped ass toilet paper stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone who's ever visited a business that I worked at for not rubbing shit all over the walls because I have not experienced that.
It's so disgusting. I hate human beings.
I know. I don't want to know, but I kind of want to know, like, how did shit even get in some of these places?
The bathroom was also the site of several drug deals.
Of course.
You know
yeah.
how I knew that? Because there's footprints on the commode.
Oh,
because
boy.
that means they were getting up into the ceiling tiles, and they would hide the drugs up there, and then people would go get them and leave the money. That kind of shit.
Well, that did not happen at the movie theater, but shit
That
incidents.
they were straddling the toilet seat while standing on it, and that's how shit ended up on the wall.
Yes.
Have you seen the picture of the guy like against both sides of the walls, peeing and pooping at the same time, like not even in the commode?
Yeah, that's
No,
how everyone.
I have not.
That's
Thank
how
God.
everyone used the bathroom at the movie theater.
Do not go in there. Woo!
Tara looked like Sydney from Scream.
A little bit, yeah.
Like every time they do a close up on her face, they'd be like, "Hello, Sydney," and I was like, "Oh boy."
A little bit of her and a little bit of the woman from The Craft.
yeah.
Which one? The main
The
girl.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
who
Yes.
also looked like Sydney.
Yes,
so
very much so.
Yeah,
but
drawing
yeah,
a blank on their name. Sorry.
Anyway. Craft. There's a movie I haven't thought about in a long time.
I enjoy
Anyway,
The Craft.
It's a good movie.
But anyway, back to the Terrifier.
Right. So they're leaving the pizza place after eating their food. Tara and Dawn go to the car, and the tires have been completely slashed out.
Right.
And immediately Tara's like, I bet this was the fucking clown.
Right reaction because Dawn somehow is like, you think someone slashed my tires? It's fucking ridiculous. That does not seem ridiculous. Dawn. Your tires are obviously slashed.
Yeah. Guess what just happened?
Yeah.
It couldn't have been the weird clown guy we were
Right.
just dealing with.
Tires don't just explode like with slash marks like
She's
that.
like, what if I hit a nail? You don't know. Like, that was her reasoning for it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no.
The thing is like that clown was staring at them. There was no mistaking that this thing was like
Right.
clearly like focused and all attention on that. And then it was like, there's no way it could have been the thing that was just staring at us and got kicked out of a restaurant. And it's like, it absolutely could be this thing.
Right at this point, if your Peter tingle isn't going off, you should be like, oh, shit.
Don't call it Peter Tingle.
Yeah, your Peter
Spider
Tingle?
sense. Have you
Thank
not
you.
seen Far From Home
No,
yet?
it was a great reference. Right here. There's
All right,
knuckled
all
up.
Oh, I haven't
Boom.
seen Far From Home.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I
They
know,
call
I'm
they
terrible.
call the spider sense the Peter tingle.
It's a whole running joke. It's
Okay.
really good.
Regardless, you should be now like, oh shit.
Right.
Like,
Call the cops. Like
the
at
oh
this
shit meter
point,
should be off the Richter scale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Call the friggin' cops.
But instead, they call the sister and
Yeah.
say, hey, sis, her name is Victoria.
Victoria.
And they're like, hey, hate to do this to you, but could you come pick us up? We're a little drunk and there's a flat tire. And she's like, I'm studying for a test. And then her door busts open and I guess her roommate
Yeah.
comes in making out with the guys like, I didn't think you'd be here. It's like, why? If you both live here, wouldn't she be here? Anyway, it doesn't matter the plot of the movie.
Yeah, they were
That
totally.
can be said about so much of what happens in this film.
They were just trying to stretch this movie out a little bit. 'cause-
Yeah, so now the sister's like, you know what? I need to stretch my legs anyway. I'll come pick you
Yeah,
up.
the movie would have been exactly the same. She's like, okay, I'm coming.
So, and then it's established like it's going to be a while.
Right.
Like she's on the other side of town or something like. Why didn't they just Uber? Uber was around in 2016.
Oh, easily.
Oh no, because they say, remember, their phone runs out of battery. Because
That's right. Her phone's like about to be dead.
Right. She's like, oh, it's because you're
okay.
on social media all the time or whatever. But also in 2016, what person doesn't have a charger in their car?
I don't have a charger in my car.
How?
I had one, but it broke and I have never replaced it.
Well, when Art the Clown gets you, you'll know why.
No, because our clown won't get me because you know what? I ain't fucking with no clowns.
Well, I think the movie successfully closed that loophole I was about to bust wide open. All right, no phone, no lift. We get it. So,
But you could walk back into the pizza shop and ask to use the phone. There's so many options. Again, never mind. I'm letting it go.
They are on a seemingly a major city street. So yes, it'd be like if you were in downtown Austin, just being like, no, there's no options here.
They were clearly also at a big party recently. Where's everyone else from that party?
Right. But
Where's
that's not what this movie's about.
Yes,
This
of course.
movie's about
It's not. We should
killing
not nitpick
characters.
that. Yeah.
as we established earlier in the film, Tara's got to pee. So she looks down the street at some dilapidated building, and a man is standing in an exterminator suit smoking a cigarette. And she's like, I'm going to go piss. And Dawn's like, just squat on the ground. Nobody's watching. And she's like, I'm a lady. I don't pee on streets.
Well, Tara doesn't want to go out. She's like, I'm afraid that clown might be out there.
Yeah.
And then Dawn's like, well, just pee right outside the car on the street. And she's like, I can't do that. That's not ladylike. And
Then if you see where the fuck she pees ultimately,
oh, I know.
the street would have made a lot more sense.
Honestly,
dude.
I would want to be within, like, guys, I'm sorry. If we're being stalked by a creepy anything, you guys are going to watch me pee right in front of you. Like, it's going to happen. I'm not walking to a secluded place. I'd be like, you can look behind or forward, but I'm pissing right here.
Even if this was a totally normal night, the bathroom this guy took her to belonged in a crack house.
Not even a crack house. This belonged in, like,
I thought it was like straight out of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a dilapidated piece of shit apartment building that needs to be condemned and destroyed.
it's like a Jackson Pollock painting. Like,
And like, thankfully, I guess in this regard, I'm a man, so I get to stand up. But even then, I wouldn't want to take any of my clothes off or expose anything to this environment.
She's going to hover.
Yeah.
She's clearly going to hover.
Just hover
she's
next to the car, bro.
Yeah, then just hover outside.
But now she's in a building no one can see. I
Also-
don't know. Look, we can sit here and debate the merits of pissing outside. Yeah, how many episodes have we talked about peeing now? It feels like it's a
quite a
running
few.
theme
You
now.
know
it's a running theme in horror movies.
If I were her, I wouldn't have even hovered. At this point, if she just pissed in the corner, it wouldn't. No one would have told. It would have just fit right in.
Other than the exterminator.
Yeah, but how would he have known? He would have just been like, "Oh, more weird fucking liquid in this hell house."
Oh, you mean the giant apartment complex that's being renovated for rats? And she's like, rats? Are they bad? And he's like, we're spraying for them. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I
he's
don't know what
like,
to tell you later. They're rats.
we cut back to the pizza parlor where Steve's buddy is cleaning up all the terrible like nastiness in the bathroom. It's all
He's
over the
complaining
place.
about, I should get time and a half for this shit. All the stuff we sort of already alluded to.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And then he walks out and he's like, Steve, are you listening to me, Steve? And then he turns around to see Steve's head as a Jacko Steve.
Jacko Steve.
Which is basically a jack-o'-lantern with like candles inside Steve's severed head. He freaks out, and is Art in there or
No.
No,
He's
he-
already gone. He's fled the scene.
He escapes because then later on the radio, they talk about, oh, there's a grisly murder at Joe's Pizza Parlor.
That's what the sister's hearing this on the
Yeah,
radio.
and she's
Correct.
driving to go get her. She's like, late breaking Halloween news. This is not a prank. Like, keep an eye out for some weird fucking clown that just killed a bunch of people one person at a pizza parlor.
Which is funny because it like literally is like 2 to 3 minutes after the events happen.
Yeah.
It's being reported on the radio. And then we cut back to Dawn and Tara in the car. And then you hear the cop cars drive by.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait, the cops haven't even gotten there. How is this radio host on 101.1 have his finger on the pulse of the community so much that he's reporting on murders in real time?
Big time radio community.
That's some Pontypool shit right there.
It's APB. They probably have a cop scanner.
You
They have
think-
the call come in over the radio.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
all right.
my-
No,
that's-
that's a good reason. I'm going to buy it.
Yes, I'll accept that. Even though most radio stations at 2 a.m. are probably automated.
Survey says, ding.
Yeah, good enough.
I used to work at a job where I had to hawk and listen to a radio scanner for my job. So
Right.
that stuff would come over. I don't know how much detail it would be. It would just be like, there's a homicide at a pizza place. It would be, creepy clown, wipe shit all over the wall. Get over there fast, cops. I'm like, oh, radio guy.
He
Ooh.
worked at JCPenney's. That's where he had to do it.
It is, yes.
We're just plugging all the holes in this
And
movie.
I got to admit, we're making this better, but we're making it work. So we cut back to what we were talking about, how Tara actually goes into this apartment complex.
To Mark's point, it's in some sort of Silent Hill basement. Like, well, I don't know. No place looks like this in real life.
I don't think that place has any tenants.
No.
Who would live in that
Well,
fucking
one
dumpster?
person.
One person, yes. And
Yeah.
then she fits perfectly for that building.
Yes.
But outside of the building is Dawn sitting in her car. And she's like looking out the window or something. And she hears the car door open and close. And she's like, took you long enough, Jesus. What? It's Art the Clown sitting in the seat.
Why wouldn't she lock her fucking doors? Even when a killer clown isn't out to get me. It's just a good life advice.
Dawn has proven that she's willing to give anybody a shot to be as close proximity and creepy as they want. Ugh, I did not know she was dressed as the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz, because earlier in the pizza parlor, she's like, if you only had a brain, and she's like, I've been waiting to use that one all night. And I was like,
No,
we
it's-
get it. She's a dumb blonde. And then like later on, I was like, oh, she's the Scarecrow. I get it.
It's not until the sister picks up the Scarecrow hat on the floor
Yeah.
that I was like, oh, she was a Scarecrow.
Yeah, did not get that at all.
Yeah, my roommate got it right away, and she's like, you're an idiot. And I was like, I know.
I'm just no good with the slutty scarecrow costume. It went right over my fucking head.
But we assume that Dawn just got.
Right.
Back to Tara taking a piss.
Right. So she leaves this like terrible, I mean, we can't overstate how gross this place is. This terrible bathroom, and runs into a tenant who also would fit into the Silent Hill universe. I like your theory, Mark. Maybe
This is a Silent Hill movie.
Yeah, maybe when they go into this building, they cross over.
Maybe Art is
Only there was some fog.
Oh yeah, there
Or
is
snow.
no fog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe Art is like the manifestation of Tara's guilt over being so mean to her friend Dawn.
Are you saying that Art the Clown is the Pyramid Head?
He might be. He might be.
dude, we're taking this movie to another level.
I keep hitting my face on the mic. Are you guys? I hope we're not picking that
That's
up.
how excited we are about this movie.
Just smashing my mouth right into it.
Well, now that I can picture this movie as a Silent Hill, I'm even more into it.
So into it.
I would
300% into
actually
it.
be, if this was a Silent Hill spin-off movie, I'd be like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
All of this makes sense.
All of this makes sense.
Silent Hill 12, Art the Clown.
Now, the I want to call him the janitor, but the fumigator guy does something, and this is a massively like empty kind of, like I said, it looks like it should be condemned.
Yeah.
Apartment building. He puts in headphones. Now, let me ask you guys as a personal question. Can you, being alone in that creepy of a place, put in headphones and listen to music and dissociate yourself even further from your surrounding and be comfortable?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're taking this as just another job, who knows how many of these type of
Right.
buildings this dude has gone in and fumigated. It's just his day job. You know
Right.
what I
He
mean?
has no reason to
a
not.
boombox, music playing out loud. Okay, if I can still hear my environment around you, but like to be completely that sound isolated from anything around you, oh, I couldn't do it.
He just had no reason to believe there was anybody still in this building.
Right.
You know, he thought it was evacuated.
If he's done enough of these buildings, he should know there's some squatters and some crazy people involved.
But you do find out later that every door is locked, right? So he
Yeah.
thought he was alone in this building.
Yeah.
Fair.
I don't
That's a
think it-
personal question. I'm one of those people that's like, if I'm in my house by myself, I'll play like loud music or, you know, movies or whatever, but I need to be able to hear my environment along with it. I can't like completely cut myself off.
I put earphones on when I walk the dog at like 2 a.m.,
Yeah.
which I probably shouldn't be doing.
Well, I use
but,
like
you know.
AirPods. If you really want to get into the weeds here, I use
Hear that, Richard? Get your clown costume. I'm going to give you a ride. We're going to walk Mark's dog.
I use
Oh, no.
AirPods. It's not like they're exactly noise. Well, now I guess now they're noise canceling, but I use old AirPods, so I'm hearing what's around me here. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not putting on like super
No,
heavy.
I got you. I got you.
over-the-ear.
It's just I'm just one of those people. Like I always wondered about that because some people can do it, and some people like I just can't personally. I have to be able to hear my
Yeah.
surroundings.
I don't know. At work, I wear noise canceling headphones.
Well, that's different though. You're in a place surrounded by people.
True.
It's a let's call it a safe space, if you will.
Yeah, all right.
You know, like I'm talking about an abandoned midnight fucking garbage wreck of a fucking building, like by yourself.
yeah.
You know,
I guess to Mark's point, if this were just my job, probably.
Okay,
like
cool.
right now, obviously, I would say no because I don't normally find myself in weird hellhole buildings.
Right.
But yeah, if I did every day, you just get used to it.
Poor Mike had no reason to think otherwise.
Right.
Like I said, Tara's making her way out of the building where she is accosted by one of the tenants, which may be the only tenant in
Do you
this
really
building.
think she's a tenant? I think she's a squatter.
You think
she's a squatter. Oh yeah, she's an under the building squatter.
It's a woman that looks far too normal
Cleaned up.
and clean
Yeah.
to be as crazy as she is.
Well, look, you can be homeless and still take care of yourself the best you can.
She should be covered in schmutz.
Yeah, it's
Like,
based on where she's living.
Yeah,
This is the most
building.
interesting character in the movie, by the way.
It is. This lady who's holding a baby, but it's not a baby, it's just a doll.
Yeah.
But she's treating it like a child. She's known as Cat Lady in the credits.
There's no cat.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a
Yeah.
I called her baby doll lady.
doll lady. Yeah, that'd make a lot more sense. That's Strike 2 movie.
Oh, you're cutting it real close, Terrifier.
Yeah, better watch yourself. What is the conversation they have?
You don't have to say a word. Your eyes tell me everything. You must be the new tenant. It's nice to finally meet you. You're really going to like it here. Isn't she, Emily? This is my daughter, Emily. Say hello to the pretty young lady. It's been quite a while since we've had neighbors. Perhaps we can do our laundry together. I could use some good company.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
And I will give Tara props. She handled it. She's
Oh,
like,
her adeptness to just go with the situation. I was like, kudos to you,
yeah.
miss.
She's just like, you got it, and leaves.
I use fabric softener. Bye.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I'm going to go get my laundry right now. I'll meet you down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Peace.
Like perfect because your instinct is just to freak out and be like, get away from me, lady. But she was like, you know what? I'm going to play this cool and just make my escape.
And we say lady with a baby doll, like she's carrying this thing and acting like it's a real child. Like she's acting like it's a real baby. And then Tara looks down and is like, oh, that's a doll. Okay, here's how we handle this. And that's when she pulls the smooth, like, got it. We'll definitely do our laundry together.
The doll lady does say something that I wrote, what does that even mean? So maybe y'all could explain it to me. She says, punctuality is the thief of time.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I was like, those...
Oh, yeah. I think to get away, Tara said something about being late on rent.
Yes, that's right. Because I have a clever way to escape with the rent comment. So she does actually say, yes, I will do laundry with you. I got to go pay rent. I'm late. And the doll lady is like, punctuality is the thief of time. And I was like, that's a saying that sounds fancy that means nothing.
Yeah, that's garbage. That's crazy cat lady talk for you right there.
Would your doll tell you that?
Yeah.
My doll tells me everything. So she's trying to leave the building and go back to where Dawn is waiting in the car. Well, Art the clown is waiting for her right there. She freaks out, and he catches her as she's trying to get to Mike the Exterminator, and we go back to the headphone thing where Mike can't hear.
Yeah.
Like she's screaming in the back, and you see it all play out behind Mike, and you're like, that's a bummer. But she gets caught, and then Art just goes ham on her leg, dude.
Oh, it's so
stabbing
terrible.
through her like lower like calf.
And I don't know. I wrote, I hate foot trauma. There's something about seeing people's feet get fucked up that really just...
Well, because you know that's your escape. That's your escape tool.
Yeah, like Pet Sematary, this movie, like anything that does anything with the foot.
And he's using a scalpel. Like, and he gets her a good
I thought it was like a
6
knife.
times. Well, she picks it up and gets him in the armpit.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's like a medical scalpel.
Okay, gotcha. Because the cuts looked big, and I was like, "Whoa!" But I guess he's like yanking and stabbing it.
Yeah, I think he jammed it and twisted it.
Yeah,
too.
he's like once it's in,
there.
he's wiggling, and I'm like, "Whoa!" I was like, "This is rough."
like that leg is done.
Yeah.
It should be.
But
Well.
it plays no role in the rest of the movie.
she walks it off.
I think she limps away at this scene as she gets away.
She definitely plays up that she is hurt, but yeah, she walks on a leg that's been jacked up way more than you'd be able to put pressure on.
And she doesn't get away though. There's a nice big struggle between
She
the
goes
two.
downstairs into what I thought was an alley out back, but it's just a sub basement with a bunch of cars.
Yeah.
It's like the enclosed garage
Yeah.
or something.
And then we have the cat and mouse type moment where Art is kind of like creeping around. And this is where it really kind of Art changed for me here. This is where he starts doing his over exaggerated mime stuff like jazz hands and creepy like walk against the wind. I mean, he's not doing exactly those things, but like he's like really hamming it up. And I wrote down, I was like, I miss the subtlety and the grace of a Michael Myers. Like,
to Mark's point, he was teasing her. He knew he was going to kill her.
and yes, in hindsight, and again, this is why I like talking about these movies with you guys, because watching them solo by myself, I'm just like, I don't care for this. But in hindsight, I'm like, okay, I see, I can understand. Talking about it kind of makes it like solidify a little bit better. But I just don't care for hammy slapstick. Like personally, it's just not my thing.
Well, consider this. This is kind of what I got out of it. Was like when Art, before he is in this building, he's stoic. He's creepy.
Stoic.
He's
okay.
He's very intense, right? He's not like you said. He's not.
He's Arthur the clown, if you will.
He's still out in the open. There's still a lot of elements that could interfere with his desires to murder and kill. Now you're inside a compact space. There's no way out. He's got you. That's where he's going to start, like I said, playing with his food. You know.
Yeah, and again, once you guys said that, I was like, I completely see this thing, and it does change a little bit how I feel about it. But as someone who just doesn't enjoy, who doesn't find that scary or creepy, it diminished his intensity for me. And I was like, oh, we had this really creepy, intense thing, and now we had this kind of like, hey, what's going on? If he started talking like a clown, like, well, I'm going to kill you and make you a balloon animal, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, but he doesn't, thank God.
I love the choice to make him a silent killer. I didn't want to hear him
Yes,
talk.
I agree.
You know
That
what
would
I mean?
have killed it.
Yeah, if he talked, I thought that was going to be the big reveal at the end. He was going to say something, and he was going to have like a goofy voice.
Sounds like
I was
Krusty the Clown.
I'm so glad they didn't do that, because it does increase his presence.
For sure. Well, he manages to capture Tara. She's tied to a chair, and he's just like fucking with her. Like he pulls a saw out from his bag of tools and he goes to her throat, and she's like, as you would.
Yeah.
He keeps like bringing a weapon to her, like this one, and it's like no, like like when like a magician's like
yes,
the knife, no, but it's all silent, and then it's like what about the bigger knife, and everyone's like yeah, and he's like head bobbing like yeah.
Very.
He's a real showman.
Yeah, very showman.
he takes pride in his work.
He's very, very animated.
Yeah.
Right? And then he like I said, he grabs this massive saw and he goes up to a tarp.
It was a bone saw.
Yes.
One could say he was ready.
I know that one.
Welcome back to the MCU podcast.
Yeah. Every reference will be related to comics. So
I would love that so much, you guys. I'm not even kidding.
So Art the Clown goes to a tarp and it reveals that he has captured, not killed, Dawn. And not only is she captured, I guess she's shirtless and upside down.
She's
tied
totally
up.
naked.
She's nude, dude.
Was she completely?
She's completely naked.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
And she's hung up down like a deer that's about to get clean, where the legs are spread apart, and then her upper body is like just hanging.
Poor Dawn.
And she gets sawed in half.
This
And you see it
was the
almost the
worst.
whole way down.
Yes.
This was the worst. I hated this moment so much.
It was hard to watch, but also part of me was like, I don't think you could do that.
Well, first off, there's no way you can do that. That bone the saw he had was a hacksaw, and a hacksaw is not cutting through bone. Bone saws are specifically designed
Yeah,
for
he'd
bones.
hit the pelvic floor, and then where's the spine? But the point
and he
is, it
splits her
doesn't
like
matter.
perfectly down. Like, so he went
Yes.
through the pelvis, through the spine. Like, she's split as if like it was a piece of paper being cut.
But it's obviously like supernatural / comical because he also cuts right through her head.
Yeah,
So
Right. I really thought they were going to stop at some point. I thought he was just going to get her a little
No.
bit. It's like, no, whole half. We're going half all the way through.
And Tara's sitting there in horror, like just watching this, like screaming, crying with the muffled like mouthpiece in her mouth, and like
I legitimately, my reaction was that of shock and disgust.
Yes.
And I liked the movie taking me there.
Yes.
I was like, this is gross
I
and
hated
amazing
it.
at the same time.
oh, there's again just certain. I understand, but certain things I'm just like I don't ever need to see this.
it was brutal.
It was very brutal.
But while all that's going on, Tara does manage to break apart the chair.
Yeah, she gets Hulk strength.
Yeah.
and just like fuck it, I'm gonna flex and bust out of these. It's like Pineapple Express. I'm gonna
Yeah.
flex and bust out of here.
And then Tara makes the huge misstep where she stabs him in the back.
Yes.
And doesn't finish him off.
No.
And if Laurie Strode could teach us anything from the original Michael Myers movie, don't fucking walk away from
That's right.
a possibly living murderer.
One in the head, two in the chest. Get it done.
That infuriated me. This whole movie is predicated on the fact that everyone has an opportunity to end the situation, and it's like, okay, cool, he tripped over a rock, I'm safe, I'm gonna keep walking. It's like, no, do something, like solidify the fact that you can get out of there. But doesn't she go back? Is this where the gun comes into play?
Yeah, so she starts beating him with this wood, and I wrote she brought lumber to a gunfight because Art the Clown just gets a gun and shoots her.
Well, she's
amazing.
beating him, and he's on the ground. You think, okay, cool, she's got the upper hand, and then he kind of she's like, oh, cool, I got him. And then she goes to look at him, and he just kind of slowly leans up, and you're like, uh-oh, he's going to get up. She's going to have to hit him again. And he's like, gun, boom, shot. And she's down. And you're like, well, okay, that escalated quickly.
Very Indiana Jones.
I was going to say, it's definitely that Indiana
I
Jones
enjoyed that moment because I was like, I remember yelling at the screen, like, oh, God, the clown's got a gun.
It's like, I didn't know that tool was in his bag of tricks.
No, he's prepared for any eventuality.
One thing I did enjoy in that scene, though, is at one point when she's got him down before the clown shoots her, and this is her own stupidity. She goes, "Get up, motherfucker!" Like she's taunting him to get up. I was like, "Do not taunt the person to get up who's trying to kill you." It's like no. If he's down, keep going.
That's called underestimating your competition.
Right. She thought she had him, but oops.
Yeah, she thought she had the upper hand, but she didn't know he had a gun.
No.
And meanwhile, the crazy woman with the doll is watching this whole thing go down. And I legitimately did not expect Tara to die.
Yeah.
But he shoots her right in the cheek.
Well, I thought at this point in the movie that Tara was the disfigured girl from
Me
the beginning.
too.
I was like, oh, Tara's that girl that we saw in the thing, because it's supposed to you're supposed to think that Art's watching this in real time.
Yeah.
And then this happens after he watches that news footage, but you realize it's a flashback kind of thing. But yeah, I totally thought Tara was the mutilated girl at the beginning.
So Tara's not actually dead, but he does fire that round through her cheek.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm out of bullets.
Yes.
He goes all the way back to his lair, reloads the gun, comes back, and Tara's still laying there, and then blam, right in the head. and then 6 more times in the head.
Right.
Like he empties that gun into her head.
He does not mess around. He knows you finish him off.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was like, oh, she might live to the cheek. Okay, bam, bam, bam. I was like, no, she's done. Like, we are finished.
And while he's reloading his gun in his lair, he finds Tara's phone, and he gets a text message from the sister saying, hey, I'm here. Where the hell are you guys? And then Art types, come around back. It's unlocked. Come inside.
Dawn's sick. Yeah, Dawn's sick. Come around back. And then he smashes the phone with a hammer. No, he takes a selfie with Dawn's cut in half body and then smashes the phone.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because remember when she takes a picture of him in the pizza parlor, she's like, this already has 6 likes. And like just messing with them.
That's a good call.
And then he takes a selfie with Dawn's cut in half body while it's hanging, smiling, all like happy, like he's taking a selfie for Instagram. And I was like, that's getting flagged for content. Like that's getting taken down. I can guarantee you that.
Right. That'll be removed.
But as this is happening, like he texts that to the sister, but then he turns around and the baby doll lady just saw him shoot Dawn in the head 6 times.
Right. She witnessed the whole thing.
And she runs away. And that's when Art goes after her. And this scene is fucking bananas.
So the woman with the doll, we'll just keep calling her Cat Lady, right? So Cat Lady runs to Mike, the exterminator, and she is just like incoherent gibberish, like, help, something's happening, what's going on?
Right.
And Mike's like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nobody else in here. Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
He's like surprised to see her. And while she's getting all crazy weird, they're in the stairwell, and Mike dials. I didn't know exactly who it was at first. It was like just another.
I thought it was his boss with the guy he got the job from.
Yeah.
Right. And when he's like, I guess he's trying to explain that there's someone else in here or something's going on, he takes a hammer to the back of the head from Art.
Right.
And he's down for the count, or so we think.
Yeah. Art doesn't follow through this time for some reason.
Well, because the cat lady runs away and he's like preoccupied with the cat lady. So he thinks that the exterminator guy's down and he's like, okay, time to go take care of this cat lady. She runs down into the most abandoned underground pipe hallway ever. And then Art catches up to her.
She's missing her baby, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's looking for her baby. She's like, where are you, Emily, or whatever the baby's name is. I think it's Emily is
Something
what she calls
like that,
the baby. And she's looking up in the ceiling rafters. I'm like, your baby doll's not going to be up there, but okay. Then Art runs into her, and then...
Maybe the rats took her. Maybe that's why she's looking up in the rafters. Rats, do you have my baby?
Then she looks in the hallway, and there's Art on the ground with the baby doll, like, rocking it. And she's like, oh my God.
Back to the camera, right? We don't see anything quite yet.
And she walks up and she's like, don't hurt my baby. Have you ever known a mother's touch? And then she gets really motherly and starts stroking his face.
Weird.
And then he curls up into her and starts sucking his thumb. And I was
Such
like,
a disturbing scene.
this is so fucking weird. Because I was like, oh, is this like why he's like, he was abused or he had no parents or like maybe this is his arc? No, he's just fucking with her.
Right, because it cuts away. We don't see what happens just yet.
Yes. At this point, it cuts away.
The sister discovers Dawn sawed in half by calling the phone or something like that, and it rings or something. And
She finds, essentially she finds Dawn or whatever. And then, so she's like,
Flawless.
Thank you. And so she tries to escape, and who, lo and behold, shows up? Super weird.
Buffalo Bill.
Before, let's set it up, right? So she comes into a room, and there's a woman under a blanket.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
And you're like, oh, okay. I guess the crazy cat lady's just left on the ground, and she's like...
Because she's moving. The person on the ground's moving.
Ugh.
Right, and she's like, I think the sister's like, Tara? Tara, is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't Tara. It ain't even Cat Lady. It is Art wearing Cat Lady's scalp and her tits.
Yeah, her
Yes.
whole chest. He scalped her and then de-chested her.
Cut off the top and the front. And I was like, I'm not watching this. I'm like, I'm not seeing this nonsense. And then he does a goodbye horses dance as the sister Victoria runs away and hides in like this little closet with a peephole. And she's like looking through the peephole. And then you see like Art the clown, who is naked, who's out of his clown outfit. Wearing the cat lady's scalp and chest, and he does his Silence of the Lambs kooky dance, And I was like, if they fucking pipe in Goodbye Horses here, I will excuse everything wrong with this movie. But they didn't.
They even show the cat lady on the floor dying without her hair.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, oof.
You even see her brain. He didn't just scalp her. He
made a cap.
Yeah.
It was like, ooh.
I did write at this point, this movie leans into the gore very heavily, which I think might be an understatement.
That is a little bit of an understatement, yeah.
I'm just going to say Silence of the Lambs did it better.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it is Silence of the Lambs versus the Terrifier.
But it was so weird that he just went from that weird thumb sucking scene because I thought like, oh, this is going to change the character. No, he's full on board with what he's got to do. And so Victoria, he disappears out of sight through the peephole.
Well, what happens is that Mike's buddy, the other exterminator, is outside rattling the door, like trying to get Mike's attention. It's like, dude, you called me and hung up the phone. I don't know what's going on. You got to come out and let me in.
Was that guy's name Will?
Yeah.
Yeah, Will. I don't know why I remember that.
Wow, what a deep cut.
I read it in the credits.
No, I'm more impressed with Garrett.
I remembered it from last night, and then I was like, when you said it again, I was like, I think that dude's name is Will. That's one of the names that was one of the most random pieces of fucking information I remember from this
Wasn't
movie.
that third extra called Steve? Like, as a matter of fact. Now, Art hears Will like rattling the doors. I think he even honks the horn. He's just like, come on, dude. Like, you called me. You got me out here. It's 2 a.m. WTF. Finally, he's like, you know what? Fuck this. He gets back in his car. And this is where I thought, oh, good for Will.
Yeah.
Will's team Will. He's going to survive. Then he's like, I bet there's a key under the mat, just like there is in every commercial building.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyone with an investment likes to basically leave access to it right away.
So he looks under the mat, and lo and behold, there's a key.
And Will looks like a knockoff Dante from Clerks.
Yeah, he sure
I
does.
expect him to say, he's like, I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yes, that would have been awesome. So he goes into what is now rapidly gone from a rat infestation to just some sort of death building.
A corpse repository.
A morgue, if you will.
Will finds the baby doll on the ground. And he's like, what the hell is this thing?
Yeah.
And Art comes up from behind.
Oh,
and
yeah.
not only does he like stab him in the back, he then saws his head off.
Just in real time, we see this happen.
And let's just say, for a movie on a low budget, they did a really good job on that severed head. It looked just like Will. I don't know how many movies I've seen where this prosthetic is a little cheesy and doesn't look like a human head, but this one was like, maybe they really sawed this guy's head off.
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm convinced the movie's...
Will, call us. Let us know you're okay.
Are you all right, man?
It wasn't in effect, dude.
Yeah. And then we cut to Victoria, who's still hiding, and then Art rides out back in full clown outfit, rides out on a tiny bicycle.
As you do.
He rides out, and then she decides that this is the point I'm going to try to escape. And she tries to get away. And like at this point, my room is like, you get away, you stick a stick in his spokes. I was like, that's clever. But
she's caught by Art with like a plastic sheet, and he's like suffocating her.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, okay, that's an efficient way to do it. Out of all the kills you've done, this one makes more sense. Instead of sawing a woman in half, now we're going to kill her the old-fashioned way.
got to give full props to my roommate again. She's sitting there, she's like, why do women die from this? Take your fingers and poke a hole through your mouth. Like, I'm just like, holy shit. Like, it never dawned on me. I was like, holy shit, that is exactly what you should immediately do. And she does it.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the movie, the girl does that. And then like Art looks at the bag like, well, that was foolproof. How did this not work? And I was like, I love that moment, I think, for all the wrong reasons, because I think like Art looking at it was just like, well, son of a bitch, this should have worked.
Yeah, he's like stupefied by this.
The old bag over the mouth thing, that's a tried and true.
Yeah, during the kerfuffle, she stabs Art in the foot.
Ooh, again
And
with the foot.
He like mime screams. He's still not screaming or
Right.
talking. I was
Which
like,
I thought
good
was
for
kinda
you.
cool.
But he does flip her off as she runs away.
Like that part.
I missed that, but I heard about it.
As she's running away, she finds her dead sister. It's like, okay, there is your closure. You know your sister did not make it.
With a sign that says circus, Art made that says circus. And I was like, I don't think Art knows what a circus is.
No. He's a really bad clown, and he's not great at identifying clown things. So
Maybe he's an alien, kind of like a Pennywise, or he thinks he knows what everything is supposed to be, and he's not quite got it yet.
Or is this a Silent Hill circus? Who knows? Maybe that's what
Ooh,
circuits
there you
are,
go.
circuses are in Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
then knockoff Billy Zane, exterminator guy, comes in and rescues Victoria.
Right, Mike is not dead. The one who got hit in the back of the head on the stairwell.
Mike
he's still
made
around.
it?
Mike
No, not
made
quite.
it.
Well, he made it this far.
He's giving it the old college try.
Yeah. Then they together.
He calls the police.
Right. Together, they get into a room that's not locked and calls the police and is like, the police are like, okay, we're sending officers on the way. Just stay on the line with me. And Exterminator guy, in all of his brilliance, says, I'm not going to do that. This lady's injured, which she is. I mean, she got the shit kicked out of her. She's bleeding out.
And she's also like in shock.
Right. So he's like, I got to get her to the ER. Bad move. You sit down and you fortify. Like you are
Yes.
in a room. You could see all the approach vectors. Like you're.
And when we say room, we mean like the superintendent manager's office because there's
Yeah.
like computers that are on. Like it
Yeah.
looks like this place was just used seconds ago, but no, they run into this room. It's supposed to be abandoned. But yeah, he's like, he says, I've got to go. We're going to leave now and go to a hospital. I'm like, no, dude, they are coming for
Right.
you.
The 911 operator is like, just stay there. The police are coming.
That was the most blasé 911
I
operator,
know.
though. She's like, what's your emergency? I need you to sit still. Do you have, I was like, oh.
Like it was the wife of the director. You know, it was like clearly someone who's not an actor doing this line reading.
At first, I was like, oh, is this Art fucking with him?
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I totally was like, ooh, art's everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, this has got to be Art because no 911 person would hear multiple homicides and be like, oh, yeah, all right.
He's in the phones. Watch out.
Well, at this, I mean, I
What is he, a gremlin from Gremlins
Yeah,
2?
he's in lightning.
as seems to be a trend lately. I started this movie going, is Art supernatural? And ending going, yes, Art is supernatural. So once I decided, Art, where I saw him cut someone in half, I was like, okay, he's some sort of supernatural clown being. I assumed he could fuck with electronics.
I got a show
Yeah,
for you.
why
It's
not?
called Supernatural. You might really enjoy it.
Is it called, is this supernatural
I
or
want
not?
every episode for you to interview. Like, was that Supernatural? That's our new podcast, John.
Yes,
we
it's-
watch every episode of Supernatural. At the end, like, was that Supernatural?
Was it? I really need them to start being like, this is supernatural, guys, prepare. So that I can, get on board here.
You don't want to do the work yourself.
No, a sign, a subtitle, something to let me know. Supernatural shit's happening.
Oh man, but yeah. So they decide they're gonna leave.
Yeah,
and
Victoria and Mike are trying to get out to get to the hospital, and they're caught by Art, and he just beans the hell out of Mike and then smushes his head in.
Yeah, fucking boot
stomp style,
stomps his
yeah.
head into mush, and it cracks open like a cantaloupe, and it's
Yeah.
disgusting. And I'm just like, I just hate seeing that in movies.
It was
every
tough,
time.
but I was like, look at these fucking effects. Damn.
Yeah, this movie had a very good effects team working.
Yeah.
that's some early Savini level stuff too. It's like quality.
Sister's trying to get away. She gets caught, but does manage to poke Art in the eye, like take his eye out.
Yeah. She ain't going down easy. So she ends up in the same place where our poor decapitated Will is. And it turns out Art knows how to drive.
Yeah, she's like in a garage trying to get
Yeah.
out, but it's locked. Art goes outside, gets in Will's truck, and just drives it through the fucking garage door, smashes into her.
Yeah. Just really fucks her up.
Again, this is I did love the fact that sometimes Art plays by these like really like traditional rules, and then out of nowhere he's like, I've got access to a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a gun, and you're just like, you could have led with any of those and been done with all this, but then it goes back to him playing with the food and trying to do things. But
You
it's
know-
like,
Being very creative.
It would have been awesome if this movie just committed and Art was stuck like using Looney Tunes level physics. Like he runs out the window and until he looks down, he doesn't fall. Yeah.
that would be actually very amusing.
But then they would have made it a little bit more comedic than I think they were going for.
So after he hits Victoria with the truck, the cops show up in droves.
Yeah.
And I got to give it to the cops in this movie. They showed restraint. Normally when cops come in, like it's like shoot first. Like it seems like, well, not all cops, but it seems like shoot first, ask questions later in movies, especially.
Yeah.
They walk in and they're like, we're going to give you to the count of 3 to put your hands up or we're going to have to shoot you. And they do. They like give him every chance to like turn around and give up. But like, what is he doing? And he's over Victoria's body doing something.
Oh, he's fucking her up. They showed too much restraint because he's just gouging at this poor woman. Just shoot him
Because
already.
they don't know what's going on yet, though. So they're
true,
like,
right.
okay. And then like he starts to slowly get up and he reaches towards his ankle, I guess, to grab his ankle gun that he has. And then they shoot Art a couple times.
Did he? I thought Art killed himself.
Oh, that's right. No, he does. He pulls the
he
gun
shoots
up
himself,
and shoots
right.
himself in the head.
And
but it looks like he actually puts it in his mouth and blows his head open.
Yes, which I think he does. I think
So then maybe Art is supernatural.
yes, because in my journey of is Art supernatural or not, at this point I wrote, I guess not. So here's where we are in my journey.
You're just all over the place with
yes.
this
It's
origin.
a real roller coaster for you.
And then we go to the morgue where we once again see the most douchiest mortician of all time.
Give me a sandwich with mustard on it. Oh, these guys, once you've seen a baby microwave, an 8-month-old microwaved and a 8-month-old microwaved.
Yeah.
Everything's old hat or something he says. And I was like,
exactly what he says.
I was like, oh God, no. Like, sir, you are too flippant about this. Like, again, I want a normal coroner. Just one person who's like, this is terrible.
Yeah, this guy's such a tool.
So back to your supernatural thing, like Art the Clown wasn't dead. All the lights and every electronics in the room start going ape shit. Like they start like the radios are going off, the lights are flickering. It's like,
weird.
Electricity's humming.
Lightning's hitting the building.
Lightning is hitting the building, and then he's like, "Whoa, that was crazy!" And then turns back around, and then Art is alive and reaches up and grabs him.
And to end the journey of John's, is this supernatural or not? I wrote, JK, I guess so.
Yes.
So the coroner's dead.
Yes.
And Victoria's revealed to be the mangled woman, or sorry, the mutilated
Yeah,
faced
we cut
woman
to a
at the
scene in
beginning.
a hospital where we realize that's
So not if you didn't realize that was this whole movie's like a flashback to that scene, pretty much.
Which I liked. The girl from the beginning's the girl from the end.
That worked.
Clever. Yeah.
I also was really hoping we get a scene where they actually show Victoria's face, because like in the interview at the very beginning, she's like, "What did you do the first time you saw your face?" And then they actually cut to the hospital where they're actually introducing Victoria after the accident and everything like that. Accident, the horrific event.
Yeah.
I really wanted a Joker from 1980s Batman, like she smashes the mirror and just like starts laughing maniacally. I was like, that would have been cool. But again, I really wish there was some kind of motivation or reason, or like Art has powers every year, but only on Halloween, or Victoria knew Art from, I mean, I needed some kind of like story to really make me just care more about these characters.
And I'm on the other side of it. Like, I don't want to know any more about this character.
Whatever they come up with is going to be stupid.
Yeah.
So
how many times have we been let down when they start explaining away the monster? So.
I just
Well, you don't have to explain away the monster. I'm just saying, like, the thing is like Michael Myers came back from, like his psychotic whatever, like Freddy came back from, like Jason brought back by fucking dumbass Tommy, like that's what I'm saying. I just need a moment of like, this is why any of this should be happening. I don't need to know, like, it's like Michael Myers comes back to get Laurie because of the quote unquote, like
I view Art as like a natural disaster. Why does a tornado happen? It's just a bad day for you.
You sounded like Joe Dirt just there. Why are boobs good? Why is the sunset good?
Yeah. It's just a shitty day for that poor group of people. And that's what makes it so horrifying. There is no rhyme or reason. There's nothing they could have done different. I mean, maybe not harass him, but like for the poor guy who's just fucking there to kill rats, he's just doing his job.
And I agree with you. And honestly, I'm glad we talked about this movie, because I watched it. I did not like it when I watched it last night. And today, talking about it, like, I'm having more fun with it. And I'm like, okay, this is actually a little more entertaining now because of the interactions we're having with it. But that goes back to what I've said before in the podcast.
I'm just going to tell you, Garrett, right now, you just need to start watching movies with my eyes.
Give me the scalpel. We're going in.
Go, cut them out.
I will end with one last bit of Art the Clown funness. The subtitle for the credit song that plays just says, tense rock music playing. So does tense rock music slap? You're gonna have to watch this movie to find out.
There's a lot of like intensifying music pops up a lot of times in the subtitles on this one.
I love when subtitles try to describe music.
There is one scene that I did want to mention before we wrap it up here, is that during the final cat and mouse chase with Victoria outside in the garage, before he hits the garage with the car, there's a little slit that's opened up that Victoria's managed to worm her way into this garage. And she's like looking and looking and looking, and nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden, an arm just pops through with a clown horn and goes, dee. I was like, I just started laughing my ass off at that. That was like a great slight moment of levity.
He's her with the clown bike horn.
Yeah. I was like, well, I should have expected a clown horn at some point, but no. But yeah, I thought that was a really well done scene.
That giant door also says "keep out" in giant red spray paint. And I was all like, well, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, you're getting chased by a maniacal demon clown.
I was like, was that put there by Art? Was that put there by someone else? And was this Art's home? Because the movie starts out when he's watching the newscast.
Yeah.
he's getting his accoutrement together again.
I'm going to assume no, because Crazy Cat Lady didn't know him.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like
You think she knows her neighbors?
Yes. And that was another angle I thought they might take with it, where like she was aware of what Art was doing in this building.
I thought they'd know each other also. When they first introduced her, I was like, oh, she's crazy enough to be friends with Art.
Yeah, she's in on it.
Yeah,
right?
I thought she was like,
Or
she
she's looking
shepherded people.
Like a Mrs. Voorhees situation.
And
Yeah.
maybe even if not to that level, she's aware of it, but looks the other way.
Right.
You know, something like that. But it turns out to be completely wrong. So no, I don't think this is his home.
When in the hallway scene, when he's got that baby, I was like, oh God, he's going to raise that baby a mime. Someone needs to call CPS. I was like, no, take that doll away from him.
Well, there's going to be a Terrifier 2, and it's going to be starring Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp.
No way.
Yep. So that one is on the docket to come out.
This movie doesn't need a sequel. Sometimes I feel like you catch lightning in a bottle, right? What more can they do with the Terrifier? They hit all the right check marks. They're just gonna either rehash it or try to bring in some new clown shit that nobody wants to see.
We'll see. Maybe Garrett will get his wish and he'll get all the backstory to Art the
I
Clown.
don't want all the backstory. I want motivation or a character arc. I want script writing 101 is what I want.
Sure. And my point being is maybe you're going to get what you're looking for. At this current moment, I don't have any reason to hate a sequel.
I'm generally anti-sequel. See, I always start like if 0 is neutral, I always start like -3 on a sequel.
I agree with you, except there are cases where that's not the case. Bad Boys 2.
Oh, I mean, sequels can win me over, but they're gonna have to be good to do it. Also, Bad Boys 2. Oh, that movie could have stopped. Pretty much,
you can stop right now.
They did not need to go to Cuba. You know it. I know it.
I know.
Everybody.
Yes, it's yes. They did not need to go to Cuba. It's like The Rock. No, not
Yeah.
The Rock. Con Air. The moment the plane lands,
That's it.
Your movie's over.
Yeah, they
you
did-
could just roll credits.
I didn't need like a 6-hour Bad Boys movie, but anyway.
We should start a podcast where we talk about movies that basically should have stopped 10 minutes before they actually end.
Sure. But to get back to Art the Clown, this is his second appearance. This isn't his first and only film.
This isn't his first clown rodeo.
True, but anthology, what was it, a 10-15 minute short,
Couldn't say. I plan on watching it now after watching
Yeah.
this one, so I can report back later. But again, I'm not going to knock a potential sequel. If they think they have enough ideas and enough more inventive kills, I'm into it. Let's see it.
I'm
Show it to
100% into a sequel because I feel like what else? You can't just do more gore. I mean, you can, but I feel like they're going to add some kind of plot device into this. And I'd love to know what it is.
And then watch Hell House 2, and then if you really want to, watch Hell House 3, and you'll see these independent films, man, they don't have, or you just watch Sleepaway Camp 2 per our one of our recent podcasts that will hear or may have heard.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Patented throw wherever.
Yes, the blueprint is out there for a bad sequel to come, right? It's just how it goes a lot of times, but I'm willing to give it a chance.
Okay.
I'm not going to write it off before it's out. That's what I'm saying.
I like Friday the 13th Part 2 more than I like Part 1.
Yeah, everybody does, I think.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's a good sequels can
It's a better
definitely.
one,
And the thing is, I think now doing what they've done, I think they are going to try to add some plot device, whether it be a character arc or background story or something. I'd like to know, at least see what they can do. If it's just more the same, then I agree with you, John. We could have done without it. But hey, if there's an audience, again, back to what I said at the beginning, if there's an audience and people dig something, fucking awesome. I want you to have more of what you guys like. But I wanted a little bit more out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Art's getting a clown car. There's going to be 100 Arts in there.
He's going to try to drive it through a garage door and it's going to stop.
Well, I suppose we'll find out in 2020. That's when the sequel comes out, so we'll keep you up to date on that.
Oh, that's very close.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Yeah, stay tuned for all your Art the Clown needs.
Well, listeners, did you like the Terrifier? Why don't you let us know on our social media? You can find us at Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. And you can find more Grave Talk content at www.thegravetalk.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.